got level 2, level 2, level 3, 3, 3, 3. Okay. I don't know what that is. Now, can I...
Oh man. Oh man. I think this might be better. Close. I think this might be better. See, stupid webcam. Stupid webcam. Test it works, Javik. That one works. No, is it also working? Yeah. Even the YouTube chat is working today. So, by popular request of Javik, I'm gonna be playing some more Satisfactory. I know everyone wants to see me play Satisfactory. The millions of people who are bird watching Population Zero will now come over to my place and watch me play this. Ja, ik was ook aan het kijken. UK Granny Gamer. Okay, where were we with this train section deal thing? I need to get... How many blocks do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Yeah, scrap mechanic looks interesting to me. It looks very interesting to me. The question is, how far will I make this go? Whoa, whoa. Do not fall down. Ja, ik denk niet dat er voorlopig multiplayer in zit in die scrap mechanic. In de survival mode. Dat weet ik eigenlijk niet. But that's the idea. I'm not sure if it is available. Multiplayer in scrap mechanic survival, but if it is, then I will definitely be playing some with Granny. For sure. Come on, stupid thing. So this will be my second, well, my third, well, is it? My fifth train station, but the third one on this connected line. The idea is to have a spot here where I can maybe deliver some more coal. And I'm thinking about connecting this to the main coal. Yeah, to the main coal production area. Yeah, this one I've already almost finished it. True. Bijna uitgespeeld, ja, bijna. Dat is misschien wel wat overdreven. there is still a lot of optimizing to do. A lot of things which can get improved, buildings which can get a little bit more pretty, and especially some production which is more in line with one another. I mean, I'm now producing stuff all over the place and bringing stuff over with conveyor belts and stuff like that. So I might see if I can optimize that in some way or another. And then waiting for the next tier. Yeah, true. I wonder what the next tiers will be. Dedicated servers. Yeah, although I'm not sure about dedicated servers, man. I mean, if I can already play through the content on my own, think about playing this with the Belgische Boerenvolks. We would be at level at tier 8 in 2 days. What did I actually do up here? Do I want to include this one too? Oh yeah, and the dedicated servers, yeah. That's the whole deal, man. We will build something with 3 people, and then the next day we will log on and everything will be there, produced for us. So I think it might get boring very fast. Dedicated servers, or they have to add another game mechanic. A game mechanic where you are, yeah, where production only happens when at least one person is online, for example. But also that stuff requires more materials, maybe. Because the way it is now, it's not going to work. People will play through the game, through the content in no time, and yeah. I'd rather have them do dedicated servers in a good way than make a dedicated server with this. Good evening, Nico. Welcome to the stream. If I will be playing Eco, I don't know. I don't know. I like Eco. I like Eco a lot, but I don't think I have enough time to invest in a game like that. If I notice the other guy, the Belgische Boeren, played the game, then they were in there, I mean, producing stuff almost all day, by figure of speech. And I know that I'm now playing Satisfactory a lot, so yeah, I'm not sure. I like it. I like Eco. Wait, maybe I should turn on some Spotify music. Spotify. There. Keep playing that stupid list. We have a playlist, no copyright sounds, but still I'm getting copyright claims from YouTube. If only I could play some of my music records on stream, that would be cool actually. Play some vinyl records, but then I will get copyright strikes on YouTube in no time. It's strange that you're allowed to play music on Twitch, but YouTube makes a problem out of that. I've always wondered why is it allowed on Twitch? True Javik. The Belgische Boeren were doing so much work in there that I felt like Yeah, I wasn't really contributing all that much to that setup up there. Scared me. It got me. I kind of wish that Satisfactory will get a little bit more decorative blocks as well. Not that I have been using a lot of decorative blocks, but I think Satisfactory could use some more decorative stuff. I have seen people do crazy things with pipes. It's incredible, man. Okay, so let's put in the glass next. I made my bars go this way. Okay, so I think this is the way. Is it? Yes. Let's see if it flips around like this. It might stay correct all the time if I do it in one row and not 2 rows. I might be removing some of these later on, of course. It's just so I have a place to work on. And I can see if I can add in a new train station up here for the coal. And then maybe the last thing I will do with this train station, well, with this railroad setup for now, is connect everything to the other railroad I have back at the start. Then maybe I can bring some goods from one side of the map to the other side of the map. That might maybe be interesting. Like I could bring the aluminium back to the spot where the copper is. Maybe that's not a bad idea. Instead of bringing everything over manually and doing conveyor belts and stuff like that, having a train which does all the work for you might be very interesting. Yeah, this is going a lot better. I don't have to switch around all the time, so yeah. Good idea, good idea. I probably made this platform way too big. The only thing I actually want here is to have a train station with a couple of platforms, nothing big. I think 6 platforms should be enough. 1 for the 2 for the locomotives, and then for freight ones. Although maybe in the future I might be adding in some fluid things as well. I mean, I don't know if I need the fluid somewhere else, but why not? Why am I doing this? It's going better if I do it like that. And I just need to click, 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 click. So yeah, what's it called? Population Zero? Man, it has been a strange story. I was quite interested in that game, but then earlier today when I woke up, I thought, why not leave Twitch open while I am doing some work? And I noticed that some people were already streaming Population Zero, which I found was strange because the game was only releasing, well, at 7 or 8 p.m. for us. But those guys already had access through whatever press contacts or I don't know what. But while they were streaming, the devs came on their Discord servers and stuff like that and were complaining that they were not supposed to be streaming it yet. It was strange. So there were 5 people streaming it, and you quickly saw all the streams disappear because everyone was getting the same message probably. And then I was watching another streamer talking about, well, playing the game and talking about the game. And when I asked him, would you advise me to buy the game or not? He wasn't convinced. And he couldn't convince me. He said the game is not pure crap, but it's not good neither. It's like an in-between. It needs some time to evolve. I love the idea. I like the graphics. I've heard complaints about the graphics, but I kind of like them, the graphics. And yeah, I would be interested in a nice new game, survival, maybe a RPG, something like that. Always interests me. Too bad for Population Zero. And quickly I noticed that on Steam it was getting a lot of negative reviews. Early access, wait a year or two. Yeah. That whole early access thing, man, it's not the same anymore. You used to have nice stuff on early access which evolved, but now early access seems to be like an excuse to get money fast out of something. That's my opinion. I'm again out of concrete, so I will have to go get some. So here I want to have at least a roundabout up there, like I have back at the start, and then 2 train stations at least, facing one another. One for incoming from there, one from incoming from there. Not that I will need 2 up here, but I want to make it a little bit in the same way as I did at the other spot. I will try to do it correctly from the first time though, because at the other spot I had terrible issues connecting everything. Something I also need to do is start thinking about upgrading the belt and the miners, because currently I'm bringing in 480 coal on this one belt, and that's just enough to fuel I think 32 of my coal burners, so the last 8 do not get any coal. Actually they are getting coal, so I could probably turn them on. The only thing I didn't really think through was I mean, this is now 480 up till the back. So if I upgrade all my belts, that will be 720, which is not going to be enough to fuel the second row of coal burners. Subnautica was nice, yeah. I liked it. I never played it on camera, but I liked it. I never played it a lot. I never finished it. I have the Sub-Zero one too. Baldur's Gate, yeah. I'm looking forward to that, man. Baldur's Gate. I played that game like insanely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, the last 8 are not getting fueled. Yeah, Larian Studios, they're based here in Ghent. I had the opportunity to go to the studios at some point. 7 and 8, yeah. For a press thingy ages ago. I didn't go because I had something else planned, sadly. I am wondering if I would turn all this on. I mean, how much coal do you need? You need... I think it's like 15 per second. I can't remember now. Oh yeah. 4 seconds to burn 1 coal, which is 15 per minute. 15 per minute. So 15 per minute. Let me check my calculator really quick. 15 per minute. Yeah, 32. That's should be enough to technically fuel 32 of these without well, while still being backed up without loss. I think I have all the Divinity games, but the last one I tried it and I got killed very fast, so I kind of gave up on playing it. Maybe I should try it again at some point. They are not easy games to play though. That you would think that RPG might be easy to play, but it's rather sometimes tactical as well. So if I have 780 then means I would be able to fuel 52. That's 26 on every side. It's going to be difficult to split that, but I will get there. I will manage. Yeah, it's a nice game. I like it, but I think in the last one I bought the complete edition or whatever, and the last one I started it, I played for an hour maybe. I got out of the tutorial area and then I came to some kind of a camp. And from there I got killed so many times. Probably I went in the wrong direction and I got killed so many times that I kind of stopped the PlayStation. And yeah, probably some other games came on my radar and I kind of didn't try it back again. Yeah. It's a game which requires some time. First of all, you have to get used to the combat. Positioning is important in that game. So yeah, it's not as easy as one would think. That's not a lot of... You are still working, are you? You will get filled up. I have another one at the other spot. $80 hours on the first island? Yeah. Ha, man, maybe I should launch it again. I love games like that. But I think I played it at the wrong point in time. There were too many other games which caught my attention at that point in time, and I probably was not in the state of mind to play in an RPG like that. I mean, you have to be... state of mind is maybe a big word for this, but it's not something you will launch like Satisfactory and play for half an hour, and then get stuff done. It will not happen. Yeah, maybe it's a good idea, Javik, to start that on a stream, maybe. I should be getting back to creating YouTube videos. That's the problem. But I don't have... Well, let's say I don't have a lot of time to edit stuff, because recording this is one thing, but I could record this a 2-3 hour session in one go. That's not a problem. I can do that. I can push the record button and it's done. But then you have to go through that footage and check what's good enough to put into a video, which should be a little bit shorter, because nobody will watch a 2-hour video except maybe a certain guy named Javik. But other than that, people don't have the attention span to watch a 2-hour video. So you kind of need to condense that, and the cutting and editing of a 2 or 3 hour video takes a lot of time. You would have to actually, while you are playing games, mark the time code down on a piece of paper of when interesting things happen, and that's impossible to do. I've also tried at some point when I was playing Ark a lot. I tried stopping and restarting the recorders when stuff happens in game, but then you miss a lot. There are so many fun and amazing things which happen in games unexpectedly. I mean, you go on a hunt and you hit something by accident and things happen, and yeah, there is no way to know that in advance. Oh, you do a quick scan. Yeah, that's what I thought. People don't have... They don't have the time nor the attention span, to be honest, to watch a 2-3 hour Satisfactory video, for example. There is nothing. I mean, catching their interest in a 2-3 hour Satisfactory video. I would do that. I would, if I have a day off or something, I will turn on Twitch and I will watch someone play Satisfactory for a couple of hours. But then I'm not watching 2 or 3 hours constantly. I will have the stream open and I will be doing other things, doing some mailings, doing some research for things, maybe editing some pictures. Yeah, but the stream will be running. I will be watching it in the corner of my eye, but yeah, there's, I think... Ah, crap. I went the wrong way. Wait. Yeah, I'm already way too far. I should have been at the coal plant. So yeah... I would love to get back into the editing of videos, but time and a little bit motivation too, because at some point I kind of had it with the whole YouTube and Twitch thing. That, or it was the games I was playing which weren't catching my attention anymore. Okay, so here is the place I was working on. Yeah, the question is indeed, for who are you doing it? I was doing it for myself actually, because if the idea was doing it for someone else, okay, I don't mind doing it for someone else. Yeah, that's the whole point. I mean, if I have a couple of videos which are doing really great, and I don't really understand why. I have a couple of videos which have a couple of 10,000 viewers, I think, or maybe 15,000 or 20. I don't know. I don't know why this one has it and the rest doesn't. Because my editing is not... It was not better at that point, I think. Maybe it was the right topic. Maybe it has the right keywords. Maybe people are looking for that stuff. And that's all things you have to take into consideration when you're doing YouTube stuff. And that just takes too much time, man. It's not just editing your video. You need to make a good thumbnail, which I suck at. I have to be honest, everything graphically is not my thing. You have to make a good title. You have to use a good description SEO-wise. You have to use the right keywords. You have to do this. You have to do that. And that's all taking a lot of time, man. If you really want to do it right YouTube, then it takes a lot of time. The last Conan series, yeah. The one I did on your server. I like Conan. I like the freedom, I would say, of building blocks in Conan. That's something I'm missing a little bit on Satisfactory. I mean, yeah, you can place walls and you can place foundations, but okay, they have now added a lot of different shapes of foundations in one of the most recent updates. But before that, you just had silly-looking foundations. Maybe I should hop on someday and do some more building. The problem with games like that is they are fun to do if you have people to play with. Like, you can't be building all the time. I know I would love to, but sometimes you want to do something fun with Reto, with Coty, with you. I mean, you want to go into a dungeon, you want to get killed, you want to do a stupid thing, do some adventures. Oh, it's fine, Javik. I mean, that's what you are looking for, some fun as well. If I would do this for the money, then yes, I would be building. And I would make a lot of tutorials on building, because that's the stuff which has been doing great on my YouTube channel. It's the only stuff which has been doing great. A few tutorials on how to do a few things. Like one of my most popular videos is the video I made at some point, I think it's 2 or 3 years ago, about how to build rounded towers with a pointy roof on them. Reto is in the house. I was already wondering, Trank, that's not something Javik would do. That's not something Javik would do, Trank. But yes, it's Reto. Reto is in the house. I mean, that's the fun stuff, man. I mean, it can get annoying, but it's the fun stuff. It's like, yeah, I mean, at the beginning when you were doing Ark with the crazy folks, that's the stuff I kind of like. It's not, for me, my goal was never to be the first one to reach the end game and kill the end boss and have the most powerful dinosaur. No, not really. I was there to enjoy the game, to play a bit, to fool around a bit, sometimes be very serious about the building aspect. But hey, I was also the first one who would go punch a stego just for fun. I mean, it's not that I did hate you for that. It sometimes was a little bit unexpected and maybe annoying, but hate you for that? Nah, Reto. Good night, Reto. Talk to you later, man. Nah, hate is a big word. I would probably swear. Well, I'm not the guy who swears a lot, but I would probably say, not again. Die in strange ways. Yeah. I mean, dungeon delving and then getting yourself locked into a dungeon, not being able to get out, or dying due to fall damage because you missed that final jump you had to do to reach the exit or something like. Yeah, that's. I mean, those are the fun moments. My truck driving skills are bad. My truck driving skills are very bad. I mean, give me a racing game. They once tried me to get into Formula 1. So what I did was I installed one of the dirt rally racing things, I believe. Yeah. And on the training lap, I think I crashed on that single lap. I crashed 70 to 80 times. I always call myself a mathematical builder. I don't have the improvisation skills like some other builders have. I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I don't have the improvisation skills some other builders have. I need to have the image of something I want to build in my head, and then I can reproduce it. I will never be able to. Well, I sometimes do. I would say make something up. Yeah, the Conan build was okay. I think it's time to place rails now, not right? What do I need for the rails? I probably don't have anything for the rails with me. Pipes. Pipes and... I don't think I have any more pipes and stuff up here. Let's go check at the fuel production area. Oh, Javik, you can. It's just like Conan. Actually, the last build we did in Conan, you would be surprised how many times Reto and me destroyed stuff and tried again. I mean, there was one staircase in the build I have up there, which took us at least a complete day with the two of us before. Well, let's say before I was happy with the result. Before it actually matched up a little bit. Ah, yeah. Brooddozen. Yeah, sure. You remember that, Reto? That one staircase we made? The center one in front of that big gate? We could not get it right. We could not get it match up. It was terrible. It was we destroyed stuff, built it back again, removed walls, placed them back again. So I need more bars too, but I don't have bars up here, I believe. Ah, crap. Iron bars. Okay, let's go get some iron bars then. You know what? I'm gonna leave the pipes here. I'm gonna bring new ones. Can I make a box? Storage, organization, logistics, organization, a box. I can build a box. So if I bring some plastic over to the other spot and I stop at the coal department and I place a box down where I have all my concrete, it's rubber, not plastic. Rubber. It's not a lot, but it should do. Okay, that's not what I intended to do. Oh yeah, how many do I have by now? I can have 10 of those. There isn't really a lot I can buy anymore. Your build was huge, Reto. It was huge. I like the way the towers were matching up. Yeah, there are talks of a new Conan DLC and they showed it off in one of the streams, but it's again a set of building blocks and armor pieces and stuff. Build big or go home, yeah. I'm not sure the new DLC... I mean, I have seen the pieces. Some things look nice, like they have now some pillars which exist of 3 different components. You have a base part, a middle part and a top part. That's nice, but other than that, it's the same building blocks with a reskin. Let's call it that. Oh, first of all, I need to place down a box here. The new map, I have not seen anything about the new map. But what I have seen, and I don't know if it's mods or something, but I have seen people like John Bain enter dungeons which I have never seen or even heard of. Like there is like a dungeon in the swamp area underwater in a temple or something. I have never been in those dungeons. The only dungeon I have seen is the one with the lizard folk, and then I think we went to the Lich King, to the, well, what is it called, Reto, the one we went? Yeah, Reto, I have never been to that underwater dungeon. Never. And I have seen John Ben go to so many dungeons, and I thought, wait, what is that? So I need pipes and beams, which I should have plenty of. And by the time I'm back, I should have even more. See, this is a lot more fun than streaming on your own. Having people who talk to you, who chat with you. It makes me talk a little bit more as well, so... I'm already not a big talker, so if not, I'm not being talked to, I will just shut up. Let's pick up some beams. There, off we go. I think I have materials to place a few tracks. So the goal is now to have tracks run from the fuel department, from the plastic construction area to the coal burners. That's the first step, and I need to put in at least one roundabout up there, or one way where trains can actually turn around and go back if need be. It's actually not really, well, I will make it, because otherwise I will forget, and then at some point I will have to destroy everything. And yes, Reto, I'm having a whiskey. I told you I would have a whiskey. I don't know if you can see this. Johnny Walker, the White Walker. I'm not sponsored by Johnny Walker in any way. If they want to sponsor me, they can call me. Actually, they don't have to call me. They just have to send me a full crate of bottles. No need to call me. Well, you have to call me to get my address, for sure. But other than that, I'm easily convinced. There are actually 3 different ones like this. This is the very first one from the Game of Thrones series. This is Winter's Coming. Actually, the idea is you put the bottle in the freezer. Well, it's not the idea, but if you put the bottle in the freezer, then once you take it out of the freezer, you will see some text appear on the bottle. I don't know if... Well, I can show you. Up here, or up here, some text will appear. Yeah, good night, Reto. Let's go to the end and try to place the tracks up till here. The Game of Thrones series. Five people watching. Who are the others? It's probably Reto, who still has his screen open, Javik, who has his screen open, Nico, who has a screen open, and maybe I have... Oh yeah, I have a screen open. Who's number 5? Make yourself known, because you are making the 5th wheel of the car. 12,000 euro. Well, let me tell you something, Javik. 5 years ago, 2015, Every year for my customers, I'm self-employed, so I have my own company, and every year for my customers, I try to buy them a bottle of whiskey. The good customers get a bottle of whiskey. I don't have that many customers, so it's fine with me. So that year in 2015, I bought a bottle of Gouden Carolus Fado Vivo, which was the second release of their annual special release of Gouden Carolus, which is a beer brewery, and they produce some whiskey as well. So yeah, I bought, I don't remember, maybe 15 bottles, something like that. 15, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit. Well, it's in boxes of 6, so it's probably 12 or 18 bottles. So I bought those and I gave them to my customers. 2015. Now, a couple of weeks ago, I get a message from a friend of mine in the whiskey industry, and he tells me, "You have been a big fool." I'm like, "Why? What happened?" He says, "Check the price of the bottles you gave away." 5 years late, I think I bought the bottles back then at 60 euro, something like that. It might be 60 euros. Might be a bit more, a bit less, I can't remember. But today they're giving between 300 and 600 euro for a bottle. The bottles are nowhere to be found anymore. But collectors are giving 300 to 600 euros for a bottle. If you have the very first bottling they made, the price is double. It's like, I gave away so many. If I had known and I have kept them all, I would have made a nice penny now. A very nice one. I mean, I've had people message me and ask me if I had any bottles left. Insane. On the other hand, I know people who bought bottles before I was in the whiskey industry, who bought bottles of whiskey at, let's say, back in the days it was in Belgian francs, so they bought bottles at a couple of thousand Belgische francs, which was very expensive back then for bottles of whiskey. And they are now worth a couple of thousand euros. A couple of thousand euros, and I know some people who had a lot of bottles. But that's luck. You have to be lucky. Whiskey as an investment is, I think it's like, how do you say that? It's like a stock market. It's especially whiskey now. It's not really worth it anymore. You have sometimes you can get lucky after a couple of years, but chances are you won't. Whiskey is the easiest product to keep. Wait, what's happening here? You just keep them in a place where it's not too hot, not too cold. Good thing to do is keep them out of the sunlight. Also, I'm talking about closed bottles. Open bottles, those first of all aren't worth a lot. And an open bottle has to be handled, it's a big word. Like an open bottle, if there is too much air in the open bottle, your whiskey will lose its flavor, and it's alcohol-wise. Every time you pour a dram, you pour a glass, the alcohol which has evaporated in the bottle will escape. So you lose the alcoholic air which is in the bottle, and you add fresh air. So you will lose some quality of whiskey in an open bottle after a while. So if your bottle is almost empty, it's better to empty it in a smaller bottle in order to keep it longer. Wait, why is this? That's strange. These tracks are acting strange sometimes. Like, why is there a gap here? See, there is like a gap. Okay, let's continue. Nah. So you have to empty your bottle quickly. Nah, if it doesn't matter for a couple of months, but do not keep an almost empty bottle of whiskey for years to come in a closet. It's gonna deteriorate every time you open a bottle. In my case, I don't have a lot of bottles which are in that state. I mean, I drink a lot of whiskey, is maybe exaggerated, but I drink whiskey and I will always try to finish. I mean, I have a couple of bottles open in my closet because, yeah, I like the product. I love enjoying it, but I will never have hundreds of bottles open. How is the passion for whiskey? I have always been a fan of a good whiskey, but I never knew anything about it. So I think at some point I was talking to some friends and colleagues in the journalists in the tech industry, and they were all also interested in whiskey. And when I started talking more and more about whiskey to them, they told me, why don't you write about whiskey? So, yeah, I think that's maybe how I already had the interest, but that's how I started with the whole whiskey blogging thing and stuff like that. So I think it's probably my colleagues, my journalist colleagues, who were at the origin of that. I always loved the product. I didn't know anything about it, of course, but I always loved the product. My father-in-law has always been a cognac kind of person. I never liked cognac, but I love myself a good whiskey. And now my father-in-law, he's getting into the whiskey as well. He likes it too. I do not know why, but I have seen someone see? Maybe that's why. I have seen someone else place end the rails right before ending the foundation block. Okay, I'm now stuck forever. That is strange. So maybe it's not such a good idea then. I just like whiskey, let's call it like that. Nothing wrong with that, of course, but okay. Does this now have the bump? Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. That's not right. Okay, maybe I should also try it like this then. 5. and then connect it? Have I ever done an IQ test? Yes, I did. Every time I do, nobody believes me. Funny thing is, when I started working, I don't have a degree. Let's call it like that. 120, that's for... I don't have a degree. I mean, I didn't have... It's difficult to explain. I ran away from home when I was 17. So I was still technically in school. So yeah, I didn't have the funds to go for higher education. So the only degree I have is high school. Well, high school, middelbaar. That's all I have. So yeah, I went on job interviews and people never believed me. So I think in 1994 I was like trying to get an office job because I consider myself as a computer expert, and I always did from the time I was a kid. But yeah, if you don't have a degree, no way I could get into that category of jobs. So I did the job interview at some point, and yeah, they didn't believe me that I had the capacities to do that and stuff like that. So they made me do an IQ test. After the IQ tests, they told me I didn't get the job because I must have cheated on the test. It was a strange thing. And I said, cheat? Cheat? I mean, like, no, I didn't, seriously. Yeah, you did, no, that's not, it doesn't match your profile. So, afterwards they made me do a typing thing, because I said, hey, but if I'm telling you that I'm good at that with computers, then I'm good with computers. I mean, that's just me. So they said, okay, if you're good with computers, then you will probably also be able to do a typing test. So they made me do a typing test. I could type fast enough. But still, the IQ tests, they thought I had cheated. I won't be saying that on stream. It was more higher. Also back then, I was a lot younger, so my brain was still working at full capacity back then. Yeah, Javik, but I mean, I'm getting close to 50. What I'm talking about is probably 25 years ago. It was a completely different world back then. I know I got into the IT industry by doing every job I could find, and that's everything I have really. If I tell you my career, then I have done everything. From the most dirty jobs to the most silly jobs to the most stupid things, I have done everything, because I didn't have the degree. I could not get a job in the thing I was good at, because I didn't have the degree to prove that I was good enough. And every time I had to prove myself, I mean, I lost the battle always against someone with a degree. Always. I had moderne talen at middelbaar. That's all I had. I don't know how that translates in English, but that's all I had. Because I dropped out of school. Well, I dropped out of school. Let me explain it correctly. So I ran away from home. Long story short, I ran away from home. I was not smart enough to make sure that I wouldn't get called in for military duty. I didn't know about that, so I had to do my military duty while I was still at school, because I had 1 year where I had to do it twice. So by the time I was 18, I was still in my last year, and I had to. Good evening, Murty. Goedenavond, Ricardo. So I had to do my military duty. Actually, came Easter, I had to go to do my 3 days. No, I think it was around Christmas actually. I had to do my 3 days of testing at the military, and then I would have gone into the military for, back then it was 10 months you had to serve, or 8 months in Belgium. So I had to serve 10 months starting in Easter, the Easter period. So I started my Easter period because I had to. I couldn't do anything about it. I didn't know about the uitstel. I didn't know about that, so I had to. I didn't ask for it, so they said, okay, but you didn't ask for it, so you have to do it. And so I did. I went to the army for 2 weeks during Easter holidays, and they finally said, okay, but if you still have to study, then finish your school, and we will postpone it. The military did that, and not nobody else. But in I think I wrote a couple of letters, and they finally said, okay, finish your school, and then after that we will continue the thing. So yeah, I could finish my school, but yeah, that kind of messed up a few things and here and there. So yeah. I have a strange life story. Let's call it like that. I have a very strange life story. Something I should not be saying on stream probably, but I did. But yeah, that's why I had to drop out of school after. I did my last year in Middelbaar, so Middelbaar school when I was 19. I finished that, and then I had to go to the army. Fun fact is also the year after I had to go to the army, they stopped doing that. So I was the last one. And the most funny thing is, because I was still from the year before, actually, because they extended my not going by a couple of months, I was still from the people of the previous year. So I had to do 2 months more than everyone who was going to the army together with me back then. So everyone could go home after, I think, I can't remember that. I think it was 8 months for them, and I had to do 10 months. Perfecte plantrekker. Yeah, I had strange things at the army too. Oh man. So I actually, while we were telling stories, I was still in school. So I asked the army folks, okay, I had to do my training in Kapellen. I think it was Kapellen. I'm pretty sure, yeah, Kapellen. So while I was there, I said, okay, I can go to the army, but you have to know I live on my own. I have to pay my own rent. I have to this and that. So for me, it would be very interesting if I could get a station close to my home, to where I live. So they said, okay, we can check into that. First thing I know, I have to take a train to back in Germany. The last point in Germany on the train line, that's where I had to go. Ah, man, that was a train ride of a couple of hours. Because yeah, I didn't have a car. I didn't have the money to buy a car, so I had to use the army train, which stopped in every single goddamn station it encountered. So that was hours of travel. Oh, man. Yeah, I am from 71. So yeah, because I was born in 71, I was of the Lichting 71 or whatever they call that, or Lichting whatever. But yeah, I did my army duty 1 year later. So the people from 1972 had 2 years less to do than me, but I was entering the army together with them because I had received an extension finally because I was in school. That was a strange thing. I was in the army at Buren, which was an army base which the Belgian army was sharing with the Americans. Yeah, we've always heard that we were doing protection of a nuclear how do you call that? In the Cold War there were a lot of depots with nuclear weapons, and we were doing the protection of that site. I have never seen the nuclear warheads of rockets. I have never seen them, but that was our task. So I was a very skinny guy. And I was there with all people, man, giants. Yeah, the atomic bombs. Really giants, man. I think half of them were so bad they were not allowed into the paracommandos. So that's why they went to the Stormfusiliers, which is the cannon fodder. That's what they called us, the Stormfusilier. We were the cannon fodder. Oh man, it was a great time. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot. Oh, those were the army. I tell that to my son. That's something you will never know what it was. Okay, let's try to do this now. Let me go check how I did it on the... Wait. This will have to split. Ja, het krapul van het... Yeah, man. I was lucky actually, because there was a guy in my unit, in my room, which was one of those giants, you know, one of those giants. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, krapulzo, you know, muscles, tattoos, big guy, and I was like the skinny guy. So they told to me, you will have a terrible time in the army. You will have a terrible time. You will be the first one all the big guys will pick on. But I can't remember exactly what it was, but I did something for that big guy which was in my room, and he said to me, he was really thankful. He was really thankful. So I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was something I was not supposed to do and something which helped him a lot. And he said, they will never touch you, and they never touched me. They never did. They never dared to, because he was the guy to protect me. No, it was nothing. It had nothing to do with PC, because they didn't know I was into PCs back then at the army. Because if they did, I would never have been in that unit. They kind of figured that out a little bit later on during my military service, and that's how I got away from the protection unit to the staff and services, and I got a job at the S1 officer at his office. So I didn't have to do the guarding of the site, the actual site anymore. I have never seen the site back again after that. When I helped that guy with his computer problem, I got my job at the office. So two out is the first station. The first station is an outgoing station, so I need to think about that. 2 blocks I need. You know what? Let's try to see if I can place the station. Actually, I don't have the stuff for it, I'm sure, but it might make my life a little bit easier if I place the station first. Oh man, I could tell stories about my life, but that's not what this stream is about. 6, 7, 8. What do I need? Wait, I should do it like that actually. Q. I need one. Nah, crap. I need one like this. One like this. And for the time being, 4 like this. Then I need the same thing on the other side. 1. You wanted to do your military. I tell that to my son. It's something. I mean, kids these days. I can't say that I have a kid which has no discipline. But discipline was something you were taught in the army. I mean, if they said jump, the first 2 weeks you would say screw you. The third week you would jump and you would ask how many times. And in the fourth week You wouldn't ask how many times. You just jumped and kept jumping until they said stop. That's how the army was, at least for me. It was really drilling. I mean, listening to commands, executing commands. If you didn't execute commands, you could do that. You could do that. Yes. But if you did that long enough, then you would have your whole company on your back, because it's not only you who get punished, but in our case it was the whole company got the punishment, because we were supposed to be one person. I mean, we were supposed to be there for one another, do stuff for one another, die for one another, and live for one another. That was the whole deal back then. I mean, if someone did something wrong, we all did something wrong. That was the way it went. Wait, what am I walking around now? Oh yeah, I need to get stuff. Concrete I have, cable I don't have. I need motors. Yeah, let's go get some stuff to make the train station first, and then we can see how we will handle this. This is actually starting to be one of the streams in which I talked the most about myself. I normally don't talk about myself. I normally don't talk a lot at all. So I need to go get some stuff at the base, and then I should be able to place the train stations. Was even ben euro gaan steken voor de tandem fee? What's that? Tandem fee? Oh. €1 voor de tandem fee. I have no clue what you're talking about. I must sound funny now. Well, funny. Strange. I've always been strange. Always. The army. I have apparently not a single picture anymore from my youth, which is, yeah, because I ran away from home and I didn't have any contact anymore with family until a couple of years ago. But that means I also don't have any pictures from you. The only picture, only picture I could find back was one from the army. Man, I looked skinny back then. Ah, the Tandenvee. Ah, your kid lost a tooth. Ah, yeah. I read Tandem or something. Yeah, I probably need to get some glasses. So, what do I need? I need computers, I need concrete a lot, I need motors. Let's go grab one stack of motors. And cable I can go get at the other spot. Motors I have plenty. Wait. Okay, motors I have plenty. They are up here. I was wrong. Motors I have plenty. Okay, I need to get cable. Cable. The funny thing is, this will only get me one cable. Ooh, but wait a minute. I can do this like this. Get 100 cable. Ah, crap. Darn. I forgot to drop off stuff. Ah, okay. Let's go back and drop off some stuff at the other spot. Yeah, autocorrect. My autocorrect on my phone and tablets is acting so strange because I sometimes type stuff in Dutch and Flemish. I sometimes type stuff in English. I sometimes type stuff in French, and I sometimes type some stuff in German. So my autocorrect is totally confused. Totally confused. Still running around with my bio stuff? Yeah, probably. I also have my pockets full of stuff to make the train rails, so I should not have brought that with me. Well, at least I will be able to drop off some stuff. Concrete I should have now at the new area. Maybe I should go back to the old base and drop off all the bio stuff, yeah. I'm running around with the biofuel because sometimes I want to cut down a tree. Or the biomass or whatever. Man, the map. I mean, I have not discovered half of the map, it seems. Or it must be that this is all empty. Could be as well. No. You do not do that with me. Ricardo, are you still here? Ben je er nog? Need a second box. It's backwards, but I don't care. Wait, I need another one. Okay, you can go in there. Yeah, I can probably save some room. Vroom, vroom. So let's first go to the... Oh yeah, I need computers, man. 30 computers. Ugh. That's a lot. You know, this quarantine, it's having some, how should I call that, some negative impact on me too. First of all, my hair is a mess and it's starting to grow in the way I have my headset on, because for work I'm a lot in conference calls with work as well, so I have my headset on all day and my hair is starting to grow like this. It's pretty silly. The second thing is my whiskey, man, my whiskey. I'm drinking some whiskey and some beer and I'm starting to run out. I have computers in here. 21, okay. But other than that, man, I like working from home. Funny thing is, today I have been chasing ghosts during work. Looking for a problem which wasn't a problem. And I spent the best part of a day before I actually figured out that there was no problem at all. The watch. Okay, I need to go get... well, let's get a stack of cables. And drop off the bits, the animal parts and stuff. Ja, Ricardo NL. Dat is een Nederlandse streamer. Een kleine streamer ook. Woont hier eigenlijk niet zo ver van mij. Lives just across the border from me, actually. Oh yeah, it's possible that he has been playing with us on the Conan server. Okay, that's at least some room. Wait a minute, I needed those for something. I have received 100 messages today in chat. Amazing. Okay, cable. All this stuff needs to be redone actually. So yeah, I still have some work to do. It's 100, I need, how many cables? 250. I thought these stacked in 500, okay. So that's done. I need concrete, which I should have. Well, I have some already at the base, but I can take a lot more. So I need 500, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 600, okay. Then I need the big frames, which I have at the next building site. Ricardo is nice. He's a very small streamer. He's doing mostly... still have plants in mind? Okay. He's doing mostly creative as. Which is a nice game too. It has some nice things to it. So I should have the thingies up here. I think I might have all the computers I need by now. Yep, I do. And then I only need this. A stack and some of these. Okay, I'm ready. So now we can build the 2 stations and then see if we can make the turnabout, the roundabout thingy. I still have plants in my... I forgot to check. Yeah, I probably still have plants in my inventory. I probably also have some crap I do not need in my inventory as usual. Okay, let's try this out. So I need... I need some form of a station up here. Heb je gekookt voor je 28 jaar getrouwd zijn? I'm not that 28 years marriage. I'm only at 23, man. Wait. Yes, I'm only at 23 years marriage. September. I cooked 1 year on Valentine's Day. I don't cook a lot. I mean, if I want to cook, I need a whole day. I need a whole day so I can spend some time on shopping, on preparing, on messing stuff up. But apparently, when I cook, the food is good. The food is good. At least that's what the missus says. So what can I do up here? Okay, let me place one like this. Wait, like this. And turn it around. Too steep? Why is it too steep? Okay, this is strange. Hidden talents, I wouldn't say that. Or do I have to place a station first? Let's check. So if this one gets up here, then it's... let's try to place the other one first then. 6. Ah, maybe that's the deal. So I kind of want my station... Let's plan it out. My station should be probably somewhere... I'm guessing somewhere up here. I miss the restaurants too, man. Like this. So how much room have I used? 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks. Still have some room in between actually. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks. Okay, this will be perfect. So I need number 7 in between. And then number 8. No, that's... Wait, that's the wrong one? That's a fuel one? Or is it? Ah, it is crap. I put the wrong one on my hotbar. I miss restaurants too, man. It's really something I am missing a lot. But yeah, they will be back at some point. We have a quite nice whiskey restaurant, which is just 5 kilometers from us. Delicious, delicious. So this would be the incoming line from up there. Yeah, coal or whatever I need to drop up off here at some point. And the other one, can I actually, the problem is I cannot place this, right? Need to have a station first. So let's see, 6. 6 I said. So incoming is this way. So this one should be outgoing then. Okay, and if I line you up with this one, I should be approximately up here. I think every bit is 2 blocks. Is it? 1. Applause for myself. 1, 2 blocks. Yes, yes. The station 2 blocks. So the one I will be placing now is indeed for coal. Well, both are for coal actually. Because I might be bringing in coal from back at the fuel plant, and there is coal up there somewhere too. So I'm not sure if this is also true, right? Yeah, 2. So every single train block is 2 blocks wide. So this means I have to stay on this line. And let's check. I need to stay on this line, but this is 1 block, 2 blocks for the first one, 1 block, 2 block second one, 1 block, 2 block third one, 1 block, 2 block fourth one, 1 block, 2 block fifth one, 1 block, 2 block sixth one. If I am correct, I should be placing my station here. Okay, then an empty one. And then 4 of these. And that should mean they match up. They don't. Okay. And the 6 up here. That's the one leaving, perfect. And I need an 8 up here. So now it matches up, okay. Which means I could actually add 4 to 6 more on this side and 4 to 6 more on that side. Perfect, perfect. So what happens now is that I need to bring everything to the middle. I mean, this is 1, 2, 3. I need to bring everything on this block, and from the other side on this block, I believe 1, 2, 3. Yes, on this block. So that's how I need to do it. On this block. That is the end. I think I need two spaces. So let's try 5. Okay, I need to go get stuff. Need to go get my materials again. I want to finish this section of the railroad before I actually end the stream. Oh man, but this will be... Yeah, this is too much of an incline for the train. It's going to be another problem for the next time. Let's work on finishing this first. Oh, it was saving. Nice. Finishing this first. So what I am going to do is first of all make sure you end up at the exact same spot as this one. Okay, that's the base. Now I kind of need to leave 2 blocks in between to make it correct, I believe. So 2 blocks in between, that's 1 block, 2 blocks in between. Okay, so I need to bring you out up until here somewhere. Is that correct? Yes, it is. Okay, Javik, thanks for being here. Thanks for the fun. Thanks for the chat. And I hope to see you in the next one. I'm going to be finishing this roundabout and then I'm off to bed too. Okay, let's see if I can connect this. Maybe it's too sharp. I thought it would be. So, again. Yeah, good night, Javik. Thanks for being here. Greatly appreciated. As always. Okay, this is better. No. 5. Okay. So let's now think this out a little bit. I think the way I did it is like this. Then have 1 block, 2 block, 3 block. And I think I did it on this one. Like this. So let's try this again. 1 block, 2 block, 3 blocks. Is that correct actually? I need 8 by 8, which means 1, 2. No, incorrect. 1, 2, 3. So it should be starting here. I will figure this out, guys. I will figure this out. It will not take me as long as the previous one. I can promise you that. Like that. Then you should be going 1, 2, 3 and start here. Yeah. Oh, why? Okay, this works too. Which means I kind of need to extend this. Oh. Need my concrete. Breda. What's the other one called? This one is called Tallinn. Tallinn. So I need to place a couple more, I think 3 wide. Actually, maybe even 2. I hope I will get this one right in a short amount of time, because the first one I did was a terrible headache. A terrible headache. So from here I need to go 1, 2, wait. 1, 2, and on the third. Which means I need to add a couple of blocks here. Okay. What am I missing? This doesn't work. This is strange, man. I had that issue before as well. It's like you cannot place the foundations once the rail is already there. Come on. I can always destroy the ones I do not need in the future. This is actually the last one I need. Like this, and now place these. I think I did it. Yeah, like that. Is it correct or not? I think that one is, but this one might not be. Yes, it is. I'm missing concrete again. Crap. Crappity crap crap. I might actually need a roundabout on the other side too. Crap. That will not leave me a lot of room. Oh, come on, you fool. I don't want you. I want the full stack. Yes, please. Yes, please. So, by now, who is still here? Is it me, Reto, and Javik still having their stream open? Or who else is watching me? If you are still in the stream, drop me a little message. Starting to feel lonely up here. And don't hesitate to ask me anything. I'm not saying I will respond to anything. Also, use the language you are talking. I mean, I can do my stuff in Dutch, English, French if need be, German if need be. That's about it. But suggestions and questions are more than welcome. Okay, I think I did it like this, right? So it is 1, 2, and on the third, yes. And just up here, and it is 1, 2, and on 3. This, and then it is 1. Wait, I do not want to be wrong. 1, 2, and on the third. No, 5. Like this, up to here. And that should mean I am on the 1, 2, and 3rd. So I should be able to match those up, right? Awesome, awesome, awesome. So where is it ending approximately? Here? Wait. Is this going to be the same headache? There must be a trick to this. I mean, it works like this. So this one is starting up here, which means it should probably end somewhere up here. Too steep maybe. But it is the same. Why? I don't know. I do not know why. See, this is already too much of a curve. Too much of a curve, I want to say. Not a curve, but a curve. This is too much. No, why? I hate this. I mean, it should be easy, right? 1, 2, and then number 3 is somewhere up here. See, this is going to work, but I will not be able to connect in between. So this is actually rather perfect. It's what's it? What is it? The watchtower? No. I mean, this is rather perfect, but there's no way I can connect this now. Would have to connect it like, well... That's not what I did on the other side. On the other side I had kind of like this halfway. There's no way to do that actually. Why? What's the friggin' difference? Are you turning a bit too much? Yeah. I think this should be in between, but it does not connect. But this is fine for me. So I have 1-2 blocks when it comes out. I just wonder if I will still be able to connect everything. If it's possible, then fine with me, but I had kind of like the other ones connected. See, that's not what I had in mind. I mean, this will still work, but the train will have to always make at least one turn on the roundabout. Which is probably not all that bad, actually. But I have been able to make it work on the other side. So let's try to see if I can make it work up here. It's going to be a terrible headache, I know that. See, and this is going to work a lot better. Well, I'm not sure if this is a lot better, but it works. It works. Let me check. This is actually the coal burner on the north-south connection. Yes. And then this can be the coal burner on the south-north connection. Wait, is that correct? No, it isn't. Don't tell me I placed everything incorrectly. This is south-north, because from here it will be leaving to the north. Okay, okay. I got this. And this is the coal burner north-south then. It is correct, isn't it? This is north to south, and this is coming from there, so south to the north. Okay. Think I can live with that. So now let's try to finish this track off. Okay, but this means I actually need another roundabout here. If I want to split off in that direction, then I will need a roundabout here. And that means I might have serious issues. I might have a serious issue. So that is one. This is actually 2 blocks. Wait, you know what? I'm gonna be placing some of these first. No, you. No, not you. You. Why are you picking up this now? You, I said. Okay. 2, 3. So I think I need an 8 by 8 of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, you will not do that. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay. 2, 3. I don't have stuff on me anymore. Okay. Okay. This means the rest will be for the next time, guys. I'm gonna be quitting right here. It's time for me to get some sleep. I hope you enjoyed the game and the stream. If you did, remember that you can subscribe, thumbs up, follow, whatever, do the stuff you want to. Meanwhile, I will be thanking you for your presence here, and I hope to be seeing you guys the next time on the next stream. So until then, have fun and stay safe, and I'm gonna be raiding Granny. She's playing Scrap Mechanic, a game I'm pretty interested to, so I might be joining her later on in some Scrap Mechanic survival once it's available to the public. So guys, thanks for being here, and talk to you later. Bye bye.
But that looks exactly the same. No, it doesn't. Oh, right, okay. I think I get it. It's got to go.